Hi everyone, this is Adi from Adi's Crafts and Things, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make this basket weave stitch. This stitch will give you lots of texture, so make sure you grab your yarn, your hook. Let's get started. Hi, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to be working on this basket weave stitch. You'll notice that this actually has quite a lot of texture. We'll be working with a lot of front post and back post double crochets. If you haven't learned how to do those, I'll just go ahead and link a video tutorial over on this side so you can check it out. I will try to go slowly on the first couple of rows and explain as I'm going, but if you need further instruction on it, just go to the link. Now, I will let you know this particular stitch pattern does eat a lot of yarn. Because of all those front and back posts, you'll end up getting a much smaller section or rows, even though you're still working with double crochets, American double crochets. So this will eat up quite a lot of yarn. So whenever you're planning your project, make sure you take that into account, that this will use up a lot more than if you were just doing a plain double crochet throughout the project. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my 10 ply cotton here. And for this pattern, or for this stitch design, we're gonna be using a multiple of 8. Now, if you're starting with a chain, you'll add an extra 8 stitches. If you want to do, like, start your row with a foundation double crochet, you'll only need to add an extra 6 stitches. Hope that makes sense. So if you're starting with a chain and then doing the foundation row after that, you'll need an extra 8. If you're starting with a foundation row double crochet, then you'll just add an extra 6 stitches. So for this project, I will just go ahead and make it with a foundation double crochet row. If you don't know how to do that, I will link that tutorial right here. So for the purpose of this one, we're just gonna make the same size as this other little swatch. So I'm gonna start with 22 foundation double crochets. If you want to start with chains, go ahead and make a 24 chains. So I'm going to go ahead and make 22 of these, and I'll meet you back in just a moment. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I made 24. Haha. All right, so now that I have my 22 stitches, or 22 double crochets, I'll go ahead and chain 2. Now if you had decided to start with just a chain and then add a row of double crochets, you would have started. So you would have done your 24 chain and then started on the 3rd chain from your hook to do all your double crochets. All right, so from here on out, those chain 2 are gonna count as a half double crochet. So I start with my chain 2, turn my work around, and I will start with, what did I start with the other one? Front post. So front post double crochets, and we're going to do 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going going to be doing 4 back post double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to repeat that until we get to the end. We're going to finish with the front posts at the end of this little section. And this, I forgot to say, this project is going to be an 8-row repeat. So we're going to be working with the same 2 rows essentially. We're just going to change the order of them in order to achieve the look of a basket weave. So we have 4 back. We're going to do now 4 front post. If you're working on a larger swatch, you're just going to continue doing the 4 front double crochets and then 4 back post double crochets until you get to the end. Now this is also going to be considered as your row 1. And then now for those last 5, we're going to do 4 front post. And then on the last stitch at the very end, we will do a half double crochet. Okay, we're going to start the row number 2 with another chain 2 and turn our project. And now instead of starting with the front post, we're going to start with the back post and do 4 back post double crochets. And then we're going to do 4 front post double crochets. Back, for front, and we'll finish this row with 4 back post double crochets. And again, at the end of those 4 posts, then we're going to do a half double crochet on the very last stitch. And then we're going to repeat row 1. So we're going to do a chain 2, turn, and we'll start again with a 4 front. Now we're going to repeat row 1 and 2 twice, so that makes the first 4, like this section, it makes the first 4 rows. So I'm gonna do my 4 front, 4 back all the way to the end and work on row 2 again. And I'll meet you here in a moment. So now that we have finished those 4 rows, row 1, row 2, row 1, row 2, for the next 4 rows, we're gonna reverse them. So we're gonna do row 2, row 1, row 2, row 1. Essentially what that means is that we're gonna start with the opposite of what we have here. So you'll see that for all those there looking like the front post, now we're gonna start it with the back post. And we're gonna switch it up to do the opposite of what's already there. So that way it switches the order of the sections that have the front posts and the back posts. And yes, I know that row to row it changes, but you get what I mean. So you'll change the sections that look like all these fronts and all these where you get all the little line, all the little ridges from back posts. So we're gonna do that for the next 4 rows. So you're gonna be switching back and forth like that until you get the length that you desire for your project. And again, you're gonna be always finishing with a half double crochet. Now make sure to write the excuse me, the little details of like the number of multiples and all that on the description. And yeah, let me know what you're planning on using this stitch for. I think it's really fun, really cute. It kind of makes, it's not quite complicated, but it does make you stop and think which one you're doing next. And it makes a very nice, thick, chunky feeling fabric. Lots of texture everywhere, and it is reversible, so that's quite nice. That's the front, isn't it? See, I got distracted too. All right, I hope that was helpful. If you liked this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.